What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Caveman Brickworks. I'm your host, Caveman, and today I'm excited. And I'm excited for a couple reasons. A, we're gonna top this thing off. We have 5 bags, 5 bags left to complete Barad-Dur. This is where we're at. I'm not gonna talk about it that much. You guys, if you want to see all the previous stuff, go see part 1 through 4. This has been a great build. I'm super pumped. Why am I pumped? Because it is 10:30 right now, Eastern Standard Time, and at midnight we're hitting double points. So drop in the comments below. Tell me, what are you buying for double points? I know what I'm buying for double points. My wife knows what she's buying for double points. We're going to have a couple pretty large sets that are coming in. I'm not going to ruin the surprise because they're going to be builds on here. And I told her that when she builds it, she needs to build it on camera. And she was kind of receptive to that. So I'm kind of excited about that. Just to have her do one, and we'll talk about it together. So I'm not ruining the surprise. We're getting a couple to a few, depending on how lucky we get, because I suspect a lot of things are going to go out of stock rather quick. But we're going to get a few larger sets to add to our collection. And the only hint I'm going to give you is that they are very close to being retired. Large set, close to being retired. 2, 3, 4 sets. I don't know. It just depends on how lucky we get. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna start building. We're gonna finish this out and be done before midnight so we can hop on the computer and get more sets. Here we go. Alright guys, so figured last bag of the build. So we will do this live. We'll slow it down. So we'll do it together. So far, again, amazing build. Super cool. I really enjoy all like the snap pieces and how everything kind of wraps together rather than just compiles on top of each other. So I figured we'd save building the eye to do together rather than just clipping it onto a time lapse. I plan on putting everything together here as like one big time lapse video, just compile all the little time lapses into one big one. So this end will probably speed up this video so that we can add it to our build series. So look, we got our little light brick. Excited to put that in, excited to light it up. I think it'll look awesome in the living room. That's where we plan on putting this. So I think it'll look really cool. Turn the lights off again. So we got about 25 minutes left to build this, and obviously that won't take very long. But we're gonna try. I say we have like 20-ish minutes because it's almost midnight here, and as soon as it drops midnight, we're gonna get on, try to fight the virtual crowd of the LEGO website in order to secure a couple cool sets. So as I said before, what are you guys planning on getting on your double points? I know we're not cashing in a single point. It just doesn't make sense for double points weekend, right? Because then you don't maximize on the points that you can get. And we are pretty heavy on the Christmas time set giving. So we don't have a crazy amount of points, but we've got a fair amount that it'll definitely make a difference around the holidays. So, uh, you know, that always changes the tactics, but we both have wish lists, and usually by about Christmas time we about clear them out on so we can get ready for January 1, and then it's the vicious cycle. But obviously there's a lot of sets that we don't have yet that we want. They're still in current production, so We're doing good, but we're whittling them away time and time again. So it's kind of nice to get a change of pace. We were supposed to be on our way to Canada for racing tonight, but fortunately, they canceled early for our Friday night show. So kudos to them to realizing that the weather wasn't going to play nice with us, and we were able to enjoy another night at home rather than being on the road. So instead of leaving tomorrow morning, we'll leave Saturday morning and hope for the best. Weather's not looking the best at this moment, but I'm hoping that it clears up. Track we're going to is pretty cool. Like I said, it's up in Ontario, Canada. So shout out Brockville, a cool place to run. So the next day we're in Ontario again, but that day looks better. So excited to at least get one out of 3 in. So Mother Nature's terrible. It's been sunny, it's been nice all week, and now we're hitting to be race time, and it's going to be rainy, windy, and just miserable outside, and that's never fun. So what are you going to do? But when it does rain, it allows me to hang out down here with you guys. But truth be told, I love racing, and Lego's a close second. It's both stressful and relaxing all at the same time. Same thing with Lego. Lego can be frustrating, racing can be frustrating, but Lego's my calm. It's my happy place. The wife always jokes because when I come up from this room, I come up smiling, and she knows that this is my little getaway. She's always more than welcome, obviously, in here, and I love it when she comes down and hangs out, or she curls up on the couch while I'm on the computer playing the sim, or maybe doing like a little video game time. And it doesn't happen very often, but she'll get on her Switch or something and kind of enjoy right side by side with me. We're very much parallel players, as the video game world would call it. We're not much, I don't really play the same games, but we do like to kind of relax together and play simultaneously. So I think that might be our evening tomorrow. Since we rained out, we didn't load up, so we'll end up loading up tomorrow night or tomorrow evening, and then getting after maybe some relaxation. We have a couple like pre-race night traditions that we always do, because we get so busy that we don't really, even though we are together, we don't get to spend it together. So we joke but not joke. She's very much my crew chief. She has learned from the best, and that's a joke because that's not me. But some of our peers that I've learned from have also taught her a lot about things to do on the car and how to make the right adjustments. And I fully trust her. She's learned very well and knows what the car needs without me even telling her. So very appreciative of a partner in my life that can just kind of wrap their lives around what I've been doing for a very long time. So always cool. But I'm sorry for yapping. I'm letting you guys enjoy the build, maybe get to know me a little bit better. And like I said, I wanna finish this out together. I wanna place the eye live. I don't want to just speed right through it. I could have just, I guess, sped through this part and then kind of stopped and paused, but it's okay. We'll see what happens through it. There's not very many pieces left. I mean, as you can see, we're down under 50, so hooray. Like hooray, but not hooray, right? I'm excited to have it completed, but I'm sad to have it completed because I can't build it anymore. But that's the nice thing about Lego, right? You can take it apart and do it all again, or you can take it apart and turn it into something else. And to be fair, I've never really been big on that. It's not that I'm not a fan of it. I like instructions. I like building with a set instructions to have it come out, and I always joke I never had much of an imagination as a kid. That I liked building what it told me. I was never one to play with Hot Wheels and like race them around. I would set them up like they were in a car meet and just admire them. I admire my collection. So I think I'm an unpopular opinion in that one, to be fair, but it's okay. So, anyways, let's talk about this, right? So we've got the kind of the tines that wrap around the eye coming up. We have the little hooks here that the eye is going to clip into, and by golly, look at the detail on the front of this. Can you believe that? All the repurposed, I call them like samurai swords. They're not actually, but boy, do they look like it. So the level of detail on this is just bar none, and I would have been upset, I think, if I ended up not getting this set before it retired. I think it should be a set on everybody's list, whether you're a Lord of the Rings fan or not. Like this is a cool build. It really it really is. So I think there's a lot of cool features. Like the only person that this might not be for is maybe somebody that doesn't like buildings, right? If you're a botanicals person, you probably won't like this. If you're like a speed champions person, which I mean I am, but I'm a lot of things when it comes to Lego. But the botanicals, speed champions. If you're not into like the architecture stuff, like maybe this set isn't for you. But if you're into like City, if you're into Harry Potter, if you're into um, like the Marvel stuff, even the Disney stuff. Like, I know it's kind of left field for Disney. It's kind of the opposite of being wholesome and kid-like, but I think it's an enjoyable build. It's a statement piece to have on your shelf. It definitely has a big footprint. Like I said, I had to build wider shelves for this set because it is so wide. I forget how deep it is, but it's it's got to be all of eh, it's got to be all of a foot deep. So I just built out. I think it was ended up being an 18-inch shelf, 18 deep, and it's a full 8 foot long, so that we can put stuff on it. It's kind of gonna go with my Diagonale set, just because that's kind of what's in the corner now. I just extended the shelf and deepened it, so we had room. But the largest, why it's 18 inches and not just like 12 to 14, is because of Minas Tirith. Obviously Barad-Dur is going to go right next to Minas Tirith when it's done, and I'm going to slot in Rivendell just so Rivendell, because all of my stuff, all the Lord of the Rings stuff, is going to go together, and eventually Grand will kind of go with it. So super excited to have that done. I don't know when I'm going to build Miss Tirith, because honestly, it's a lot. It's going to be a long process, and like I said, I want to enjoy it. I want you guys to enjoy that build. So it's definitely going to have to be when race season slows down, because there's no way with the speed week that we've got coming up, where it's 5 nights of racing right in a row and all that stuff. Like I'm not going to have the time to dedicate to it, and I don't want to start it and have it take weeks to complete. It killed me that I couldn't complete this any faster than I already did. So, and this only took me a few nights, but a build like this typically would take me like maybe 2, 3 nights. And I can't remember when I posted the first video, but like it's been like a week ending up. So, I don't know. But it's fine. It's still fun. It's still a good build, and I don't like to rush through things. I know I make it sound like I do, but I don't. I like getting stuff built. I like getting it done. And of course, because I'm yapping, doing stuff backwards. So be mindful of that, guys. The eye has to go a certain way, because if the two pieces don't mesh up, then they're not going to go together correctly. Take that little stud off. All the little studs I absolutely love. I already see what they're doing with this here. That is the eye, right? The eye. So again, really cool building technique. Turning stuff upside down, which I would call like fender pieces off of like a Speed Champions car, repurposed in a pastel yellow. So just a cool repurpose of a brick that I would never think to use in this way. Who would have thought? Fenders for cat eyes. See, and then I get myself in trouble and I can't find a piece. What do you guys do when you guys lose a piece? I say lose a piece, but can't find a piece in the bag. Usually what I do is I stop instead of like freaking out and checking all over the place and thinking I lost it. Usually all I do is I stop, I pause, I sort pieces, I'll pull away the big pieces, I'll kind of do it, and then usually it kind of appears. Or if I can get away with just not not putting that piece in place just yet, I'll just wait. I'll move on for a minute, come back to it, make a mental note that that piece isn't in yet, and then I end up finding the piece. And if I get to a spot where I'm like, oh, nope, I need that part right now, then of course I go back about trying to find it. And out of the literal hundreds of sets that I've done, I I've only had one. I've had not even one missing piece. It was a mistake piece, and it was in Gringotts Bank. The foot for the dragon that stands on top of the bank, part of the foot was actually replaced with a 2x4 red standard brick, and it made the Lego employee giggle because I said I'm not missing a piece. It just got replaced with something totally left field, right? There's no 2x4 brick in that set whatsoever. So it was kind of funny. It must have wung itself across the factory and managed to land in the bag, and then that bag must have passed its weight check because it got swapped out. So just funny story. And then I had one other instance. It was in the larger DeLorean set that I was missing the one little tiny page. It's one singular sticker on a page, and it is a translucent sticker that was needed for the little light brick pass through for that. So again, Lego always takes care of their people, which is phenomenal. And obviously, you put in the little support request, they send you the piece. It does take a little bit of time, but both times I was able to still make do and complete the build and then just come back to it just a little bit later. So wasn't a big deal. Still got to display Gringotts. Still got to display the DeLorean. So overall, no harm, no foul. Mistakes happen. And I think it's silly when people get all up in arms about it. It's not a big deal. Lego always makes it right. And I appreciate that because there's a lot of places that would not do that. There's a lot of companies out there, and I'm not talking about even just toy companies, but there's a lot of companies that would be like, oh, too bad, so sad. You must have done something with it. And it is what it is. So shout out to Lego for always taking care of their people. All right, let's see. Where are we at? We're almost done, guys. I'm so excited. This eye is coming together really cool. I'm super excited about this. This is pretty neat. I love the way this is looking. It's all chopped up and spiky. I want to show you guys, but I'm also trying to keep it off camera just a little bit. It's not really off camera, but I'm not going to show you a close up till it's completed. Oh, what time we got? I got to keep an eye on the time. 11:43, so got about 15 minutes before I got to go up. We're going to have plenty of time to talk about this, and we're just about done. All right. Next page, we're down to like our last less than 20 pieces. All right. Little Technic build here. Kind of not really though. All right. Just gonna put some risers together. I call them stud risers. What do you guys call these little pieces? I call them stud risers. That's not the proper term, but that's what I call them. Popping this into the eye. You can see this is how this is going to be. Let's make sure we're putting this on the right way. All right, I got to take a look at it. Oh, guys, it looks so cool. Oh, it's almost there. I can almost show you. It's almost done. We are so close. I just got to make sure I get the orientation on these right. The fact that they put so much detail, like they even thought about kind of like the iris of the eye, right? The color part and the eyelids. I'm putting on eyelids right now. What a world we live in. Building eyelids with Lego on a cat eye. I call it a cat eye just because it's like the thin slit, right? But yeah, see, I love the little quotes. You cannot hide, I see you. Quote from Sauron. Because, right, it's the all-seeing eye. But, okay, we're going to pop this in. Pop one side. Pop the other side. Our light brick. Got our little push button. Bop, bop, bop. On our little ball stud. And put this in. Make sure I put that in the right spot. Yep, sure is. Oh no, guys, I realized I put that in backwards. Best fix that. There we go. That was silly, guys. I should have known. Oops, okay. Note that that is a little brittle when you're trying to press it in. There we go. Very good. All better. Alright. So goofy. We're going all the way back down to the bottom. With this. Oh, okay. I understand. So, we're going to bring this over here. And here's what I'm going to do. For the final put together, we're going to bring you guys over here because this set is so tall. Go like this, go like this. Camera equipment. Temu special. Just kidding. It's Walmart. Just a simple little selfie stick. So, alright. Moment of truth is we put this up here. Guys, so tall. Crazy. I wonder if it beats the Disney Castle. I'll have to do a side-by-side comparison. And then we got our little locking pin to lock the tower into place so it's not going anywhere, right? I'm not going to go too crazy because it definitely will break apart. And that's it, guys. That is everything. So with that, now we can add the minifigs. We're going to put... can we put Sauron in his chair? That's going to be the next question. Look, I can hide behind the tower. Put Sauron in his chair. I think we can. With his staff. Let's see. Come on, go in there. His cape gets in the way a little bit. But we'll get it. There we go. Sauron is in his chair. Okay. get everybody put in here. Oh, what should I do with Gollum? I think I'm gonna do one of these. Just for the sake of it. Have the orcs kind of hanging out. And this guy, he's gonna be putting the sausage in the cauldron. Got to add meat to his stew. Have the kind of the iron workers working in the forge area. Get him, he's making that, and make this guy like he's ready to eat. He's starving. Alright, minifigs are in. Pieces are built. Alright, so quick, here we go. Top to bottom. I mean, I'm just shy of 6 foot tall, and it's sitting on a bench at waist height, and look at this. This is even with my head. So, absolutely tall, massive build, but slender, right? I feel like I'm about 16 inches wide, so that makes sense, because let's see, 17 and a half, so yep, a little bit wider than my waistline. Alright, so the moment of truth, guys, I'm going to cut the lights, I'm going to turn it on. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but let's try it. Ooh, spooky, it's dark. Alright, let's see if this lights it up. Are we going to get it, or are we not? Let's see if we can get on camera. I need some practice. There we go. Oh, that's actually cool. You guys can't see it, but it kind of casts a cool shadow on it. But there you go. Sauron's eye. Turn that back on. Alright, and finally, we'll do a quick close-up before we sign off with the last part of our build series. So, again, there is the eye. Look at the detail in that. That's beautiful. Translucent pieces always make for, like, just pretty, right? All the detail in the upper part of the tower. This was really nice. I love this. Okay, so come down. We're gonna slide down. There we go again. All the nice windows. I say nice, right? It's not a good place to be, right? And then all the way back down to the beginning. Getting all those little pieces in there. All the segments of the tower. Your front entrance. Again, I'm going to tip this up just so you can see a little bit. Right, you twist the piece on the side. It opens the gate doors. Okay. Alright, and now let's go to the back. Just quick recap, right? There you've got your metal forge area and the dungeon, and see we've added our minifigs now. Okay, we've got our orc kitchen, super detailed. Love that scene. We've got Sauron in his chair, and if you go ahead, see right here, pull on this, opens up to secret area, close back down, go up, study area, go up even more, library-ish area, and then back to the eye. So overall, guys, very cool, very worthwhile, very worth the money, let me tell you. So paying retail for this set, and on top of it, getting the points, right? So you get a little bit back, as always. Buying it from LEGO, that is. But this is great. This was a super fun build. It took me, I don't know, probably 8 hours or so to build. And that was me taking my time and trying to do it good for the camera. But anyways, we're done with the build. Give you a little bit more light, and the light doesn't work as well when it's obviously light out. But this build's complete. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below. Would you build this set? Would you buy this set? And if you buy this set, would you leave it in the box? Would you build it? Would you save it for later? What do you guys think? Scale 1 to 10. What are we talking on this? For me, um, God, solid 9. Honestly, solid 9 out of 10 build. The only thing that maybe I would have liked a little bit more is the what do I want to say, the the rooms in here. I've always been like a stickler about the rooms. I would have liked to have it just be a little bit larger, just so we could have a little bit more detail. Right when you come up into like the top tower, especially like the bottom ones are good, but the top part of the tower, like you have only the certain amount of space to work with. So you obviously bigger rooms would mean bigger build, which means more money, more pieces, more time. But I guess that's kind of like that's my thing, right? And then the only other thing, I love the light brick, but I would have loved to see the light brick somehow built into the eye. I know that would have been really hard, about impossible. So can't really knock that much for it, but just would be cool if there was a button on the back of the eye that just lit the eye up rather than a backlight. So anyways, guys, comment down below. What do you think of this set? What did you enjoy about this build series? What can I do better? If you like the video, if you like the build series, drop a like. Consider subscribing. It means the world to me. I just want to build this, like I said, from the very start. I just want to build a community that we can all hang out and chat together. And moving forward, let me know about so let me know down below. What do you want to see built next, right? We have the TIE Interceptor, we have Ministerith, which I kind of want to wait, so it might, depending on what you guys think, which, if we do Ministerith, if we do the TIE Interceptor, or maybe we do the surprise new builds that are coming. So as always, thank you guys if you made it through all 5 parts, especially if you made it to the end. I know this has been a long one, but thank you for being part of my first series and making this enjoyable. I see the guys and gals in the comments and the likes kind of flowing in slowly but surely with a few subscribers here and there. So again, can't thank you enough. I'm Caveman. You guys are awesome. Good night, y'all.